jump. Hi.
You look awfully young.
Yeah. I'm Rob's little brother.
I can't borrow your facial hair.
Why are you so shaven?
I've got to do a job that I can't talk about.
And why did you shave your face?
Because is that a joke? Okay.
Yeah, pay attention, we move fast.
Hey, without further ado, let me do the honors. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Atkins. So listen,
You gotta go.
I gotta go. I'm flying on a plane. I won't be back to say goodbye to the guys or to you also.
Do they know where you're going?
No, I can't tell them yet.
Okay, I'll tell them.
No.
Okay, Jared, you tell them.
No. So he's going
No, we're not talking about it.
Keep it a secret.
Okay. Well, listen, what happens in Denver?
I don't believe you.
No, it doesn't necessarily.
No one's recording. It's forgotten.
Listen, I am very excited for whatever he's about to do, because he won't tell any of us.
But I feel like somebody could follow him to the airport. He's flying up Denver International.
Yeah, anybody finds out, report it immediately.
Well, it's a good thing I'm flying out during your panel, because no one's going to leave. So anyway, this is goodbye from me. Thank you so much, everyone.
Break a leg, Rob. Break a leg. All right.
Share.
I was like, do you know what he's coming? No, he doesn't.
He was like, do we go ahead and say it?
No.
Why are y'all whispering? I don't.
Because you are.
I have an excuse. Y'all yell.
All right, Denver. You are a mighty crowd, I'm going to give you that. Well, it is awesome to be here with my dear friend and Jared.
And they. You're two already?
We haven't even started. I'm 2 out of the gate. It's on fire. Pay attention. I move fast. Well, me, right? Steve. Can I go?
Norton.
Billy.
Billy.
Billy, we talking about your hair right now? Because it is on fire.
That's literally how he gets it that way.
What? He lights the sides. Perfect.
Good work. Who here is a brand asking the first timer? Who here started watching Supernatural during or after the pandemic? That's amazing. So I have a question for those, the latter. Was the general consensus sort of like, well, I'm gonna be stuck at home for a while. This was a lot of damn episodes.
Here's a good way to waste a lot of time. It was Kripke?
Yes, because I was watching The Boys.
Oh, she's blaming the boys. So usually Supernatural is the gateway drug to the boys, but now it's a little, yeah. You went with the hard stuff first, and then, let's see.
What do you mean a hard stuff?
Know when to fold 'em. Know when to hold 'em.
That's it.
That's it. I'm sorry. That's it, guys.
Someone's like, sorry, it slipped. I didn't mean to do that.
She called it pretty, and I was just. being a little. You're pretty sick.
All right, that's enough. Thank you.
No,
Let's take some questions.
Right side as well as
Let's go that side.
All right, this is a question based off of Sam and Dean, how they would answer. In season 15, we find out that Lucifer can be killed with the Archangel Blade, but Nick survived. While Dean was possessed by Michael, why didn't you guys just go full-on Matthew Lillard, like stab him, you know, right here, man, kill Michael, and then just heal Dean?
Well said.
Thank you. Because I think Dean would have woken up after Michael was gone and been like, I have 37 stab marks. But did you need to do it that many times?
Dean wasn't exactly possessed. Michael was in there and he had him locked in that cooler.
Sure.
So while Dean was there,
It was cozy in there. It was cold.
Yeah. Because Dean was on ice.
could get Michael out of there, Dean lives.
This is, well, listen.
Don't pull the string.
You can't pull the thread. It'll all unravel. Just go with it. Yeah, those are writer questions and writer problems that they deal with in their writer's room. That's a place that we're not allowed. And we're not allowed because we ask questions like that.
Until the sequel.
Thank you for your question. Still supernatural.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Great.
That's your question.
Very good. Thank you for your question.
Great. Well, they're getting easier.
So if the events in Supernatural were to happen in real life and Sam and Dean were real, which villain do you think would be the most likely to succeed in their efforts?
I think Ruby did a pretty damn good job of infiltrating the Sansa. I love Gen Z, thank you. And back off. If you like it, then you better put a ring on it.
Get a rim shot for quoting Beyonce.
You should. I'm going with Ruby because her wiles distract me. And continue to distract me. Don't go there with wiles.
I'm gonna go with Crowley. And because I think he was, I don't know if it's necessarily, because he was smart enough to really play both sides of it. He could act as an ally to the people that he's trying to, to get at. I just think he had, a lot of smarts in how to operate both sides of the good and evil. Wow. Yeah, no secrets. No secrets. Rob.
So Rob Benedict is fine too.
Exactly. Yeah. What about you? Who do you think would have had the best chance of succeeding in their devious plans?
Amara.
Oh, that's a good answer.
With us or with Dean? Oh, come on now. That's not what I meant.
She kind of did succeed with me.
Sexy. What?
Thank you. Hi.
Save us.
Who, alive or dead, would headline your dream concert?
Oh, wow.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. So, not a Stevie Ray Vaughan fan. Copy that.
I don't know who would headline my dream concert now, but I would have loved to have seen, in the height of their fame and success, the Beatles and Elvis. I can't imagine being in a room like that. People were passing out, so I think that would be pretty neat. And I guess still.
Did that happen to you?
What about you? You would ask us that? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything yet.
Probably Nirvana, just because.
That's a great answer. Good answer. Were you alive when Nirvana was alive?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Don't pull that thread.
Don't pull the thread.
Just barely I was alive.
Oh, shit.
I just heard off shit. Well, I'm glad you have good taste in music. That's impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi there.
So this is for you all personally. If whenever you get to heaven, if you got to play your greatest moments, scenes, what would yours be personally?
For Jared Jensen or Sam Dean? Oh, wow. Jeez. I can kind of, unfortunately, I would probably do a better job of explaining the scenes of why I ended up in hell. Is that 7? Is it 7 heaven? 7 heaven?
How did you end up on 7th Heaven?
That's a good question.
You got mistaken for Barry Watson.
So, non-sequitur, when Supernatural started, my friend at the time was on a flight from LA to Vancouver, and she was next to somebody, they're like, hey, what are you doing in Vancouver? Oh, visiting my boyfriend. And they're like, oh, what's he doing there? She's like, oh, he's shooting a new TV show. What's it called? Supernatural. And the guy next to her was like, oh, no way. Is he the short one or the one from 7th Heaven? She's like, well, Jensen's not short, Jared's not. 7th Heaven. I appreciate it. Barry Watson's a handsome fellow, talented dude. I don't know. You know, I think I wouldn't mind. I think just thinking, you know, being here obviously, the final time anybody called cut on Supernatural was a pretty magical experience, and it was so otherworldly for those of us who were there. For me especially, I can just speak for myself, that I almost didn't save it to my hard drive as much as I would have liked to. It was just so overwhelming. Seeing the crew that Bob's gonna call, cut, you know, that's a wrap on Supernatural. And so I think I was so emotional inside, but I didn't really get a chance to do it. But I remember that feeling, you know, he and I have run a marathon together, and we've had some marathon days, marathon episodes, marathon seasons, being a parent, being a spouse, you know, being a friend, all that. But when they called That's a Wrap, when Bob called That's a Wrap that last day, was a feeling unlike anything I think I'll ever experience again. So I'd like to re-experience that.
Yeah, every episode we would, you know, when an actor would be done with the episode, the first thing would be like, or the director would be like, okay, that's an episode wrap on so and so. And then at the end of the seasons, they were bigger. So it was like, okay, that's a season wrap on Jared. That's a season wrap on Misha. Only one time did they say, okay, that's a series wrap. I'm going to go with, this is going to be an obvious one, but I'm going to go with my wedding day. And not because it's like, you know, that's the thing you should say. Like, it was literally, he was there, it was literally one of the best parties I could ever remember. We had...
And he had to pay for it.
No, I didn't. I have 2 daughters. That was a fun day. I would happily relive that one. So yeah, and then of course for my children, you know, the time. This was another one I would say, and I bet you'll agree with me. the first time that our parents came to visit us on the set of Supernatural.
Wow.
And they got to meet everybody, and they got to see us work together and see us lead a show and lead a crew and a cast. Those were some proud parents. And seeing that in your parents' eyes, that's a pretty cool thing as a kid.
Hi there. Sorry?
Your Majesties.
Your Majesty. Just call me King Charles. Don't call me King Charles.
So I understand for logistical and creative reasons that the show is set in America, but the rest of the world exists. And so,
Wait, what?
so my question is, if the boys regularly had to leave the country to fight monsters, what foreign destinations?
Probably Vancouver. Come on, man! Is there a better answer? Damn it!
What foreign destinations do you think would be the most fun for them, and what might be the most challenging?
I hear Everest is difficult to
No, not physically challenging.
I'm going physical.
I think it would be funny to have the brothers go to, somewhere in Eastern Europe that's really haunted, like some castle or something, and they don't speak the language. And the language barrier, I think, would set yourself up for just a lot of really good material.
I was going to say something similar.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was going to say Poland. I've never been to Poland, but I'm Polish, and apparently, I don't stand out.
That'd be hilarious.
We all look like
some Polish person came up and just started blasting you in Polish, and just assumed because he wants the part that he speaks it. And I'm like, why are they talking to you, but they're not talking to me?
What's a Padalecki?
Yeah.
So I feel like that'd be difficult for Sam to go to Poland and do the short run.
Maybe we utilize that in Still Supernatural. Supernatural? Supernaturales?
Like Dean seems like he really liked Argentina,
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Dean loves to go down south.
Get that made into a t-shirt.
South America. To the southern hemisphere. Go away.
That's another one. Go all day.
It's okay. I move fast.
That's not always good.
Until I don't.
Oh man.
Okay. How y'all are filthy.
Yes. Yeah.
You're after Sebastian.
Sebastian's fault.
Yes.
He was just on stage. Yeah, I can still smell him. Yeah. That's the issue. That's all right. All right, come on, guys, out of the gutter.
Why?
And into the sewer with me. I had a cookie backstage.
Did you smell it first?
We should continue the questions. Hi.
Baby is an automatic car, right? Automatic transmission.
Yeah.
So when you're coming down the real fast seams and the car's on the back highway, why is someone shifting gears?
I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna probably upset you. The engine, the motor sounds that you're hearing is not what's happening in front of the camera. That's something that post-production puts in later in the whole post-production.
Also, practically,
sequence.
Automatic cars still do have gears. So, you know, if you go from drive or overdrive to first because you need more torque, or you want to drag line a little bit, you can go to first, second, third, drive, overdrive, neutral, reverse, and so you still might, you know, I have an automatic truck, and if you want to drop gears because you need, it's a rev higher, you need higher RPM.
And I will say that you know, number one, they had a 502 big block in it. The transition between gears was not always clean, so it may have sounded like a manual, a standard.
Yeah, the transmission's back in the clutch.
Yeah, it's like, so.
It wasn't a double clutch transmission you find these days in like supercars.
Right.
It's already pre-shifting and.
So it could have been production that you heard that just, you know, an old automatic transmission that just sounds like a modern standard, or it might have been something that was laid in by post-production that wasn't even the sound of the car.
I would guess that.
Yeah, probably was. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm Candy, and this is my first convention, but I love it.
I love
Candy. So let's see if I can split this out. With the okay, with the cameo of Jensen going on to Walker, and then Jeffrey D. Morgan being announced to go on to The Boys. So if they made the cameo of Jared, and what would he be?
On The Boys or on?
Boys.
Oh gosh. Well, I have talked to Kirky.
As we do.
As we do. And I guess he did mention that he'd love to have me on it. I'd love to be on it. My big deal now is I'm a 40-year-old man with a wife and kids. Like I don't know if there are enough squats I can do to get back to the way I was when I was like 25. So
I did it.
I know. Yes, he did. I love I'd love to. If I do get to make it, you know, because I'm busy in Austin also currently, I'd love to be a villain. A noted villain.
What would be your superpower?
Well.
Use your imagination now.
I think, let's just say, you know, I bring the hammer. Like Thor. You know, there's Thor, the hair and stuff, and a bad Thor. Mjolnir. There's filthy. I have a shovel as well. I would need it. No ladder to climb out of the hole, but I got it for myself. Thank you so much.
Hi, boys.
Hi.
I have to be going over my
I'll believe you.
Rosa here. I'm going to go, like I did yesterday with Misha, a little more serious. You know, I have to take something out of my chest. When I met you first and I didn't know your family, I thought, God, they're so lucky to have you. I have seen your families, I've seen your wives and your children, and they are the lucky ones. So I want to get that out of my chest. Those wives of yours and your children are beautiful. So my question, you're always going away. I didn't go through that. I have 2 boys, they're 18 and 22 now, and so I spend a lot of time with them. I'm blessed. And I have one favorite thing I always do with them, and I build the Legos. I can do that in order if you want to.
You can still build Legos.
Yeah.
Shoot, I still play with Legos.
One of them wants to play board games with me, and then I say, can we go to Legos and stuff? But what is your favorite thing to do when you come home with your village? What is it?
Funny enough, I have a video on my phone right now. So Shep, our 8-year-old boy, our middle child, had his friend over, and Jen woke up to the video because it was like 10 a.m. in Texas, and they were still sleeping. And she took the video to the floor, and she was like, I guess a Lego bomb went off last night. There's Legos everywhere. It was like a Home Alone booby trap system. And I do love playing Legos. Where I live in Texas, we have couple acres, and the boys, Tom loves to throw football or play basketball. Shep loves Legos. Odette loves to dance and sing and have like dance parties. They all love to play in the pool. And so I think when I think about as they get older, I realize I'm just gonna have to let go of what I want. What? That was good. Thank you. Sports, Legos, dance party.
Oh my gosh. And really bad jokes.
And rock, paper, scissors with a bench. She loves rock, paper, scissors.
Mario Kart. And no, the Switch. The Switch. Yeah, but that's it. Like my kids don't play video games. There's, you know, that's it. That's the only video game we have. So it's the only one we play. But my daughter's starting to beat me, and that's not okay. Because I'm not one of those parents that's like, I'll let you win. I'm like, you gotta beat me. And that's usually the first thing that happens when I walk through the door is JJ's like, throws me a controller, and she's like, let's get it on, Dad. And I'm like, oh, wait, okay, let me pick my guy. She's like, I already set it up. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be this guy. They're like, that's who you're on. Well, okay, fine. So I do let her, she gets to pick who I am, and that's fun. And she always picks a shy guy. Yeah, I'm a shy guy. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So this is my second convention, and last year I asked Jared a question. This is my grandma's third convention, and she still hasn't got a question. So I'm going to give her my question.
All right.
For a little story. First, she lost her daddy in January. Okay, and so this is very special to her because we all shared that together with each other. Anyway, my question is, if you guys could go to vacation anywhere, no holds barred, anything you wanted to do, where would you want to go and why?
So sorry for your loss. You have a family here as well.
Yeah.
I think I have a few ideas. Do you have a one that stands out to you yet?
I don't know, instantly I'm like, I would go to space.
That's awfully high.
I know there's not necessarily a swim-up bar, but that's true. Space. Space anti-gravity bar. Dude, can you imagine like getting a cocktail and just going like, and then
You couldn't do that because you have a mask on. You do that. But you just get the front of your like NASA mask.
no, you'd be in the International Space Station.
Okay, but you didn't say
See, they need
space.
to make that into, what was that movie? WALL-E. You know, the big space. I mean, I don't agree with like just you know, sitting there in like one of those things and stuff.
Hey,
Although,
stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's not really a real answer, I don't think.
She said it anyway.
Okay, fine, space.
That's a good answer. Mine's probably more boring. No offense meant, intended, if I never see a beach again, I won't be unhappy. If I never see the mountains again, I will be very, very unhappy. I love going to mountains. And this summer, for my 40th, Jen took me to the Dolomites in northeastern Italy, and we went on a few little hikes, and they're just stunning mountains and clean, fresh air, and all the food and grandpa and limoncello you can care for. Took about a month to feel normal after a couple of weeks, but I'd probably say the Dolomites. Yeah.
If you could vacation in any place at a time, when would you go?
I'm not going like to the Wild West. They have Advil.
They even have toilets.
Well, that's not a problem for me. When I got
True.
I gotta go.
That's right. I'm going right now.
Is that this whole thing? 15 and a half years I do this shit.
Literally?
That's what I like that. In time, man, I kind of think back to the British invasion, kind of like the late 60s. I think late 60s with watches, with wines, with music. I love
Scarlet Fever. Right, yeah, no, sounds great.
Yeah. Put me in 1970.
1970?
Yeah.
1970.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a couple hundred years earlier. I would go.
I mean the British music invasion, not like.
Oh, I thought you meant like. Yeah.
The revolution.
I thought you were like, the British are coming, the British are coming.
I want to
There's like a polar bear.
Scurvy, polar beer, and the Declaration of Independence. If Nick Cage gets to see it, I want to see it too.
I would go 100 years in the future. Because I think 100 years is enough time for
You to shave?
for most of what is present to be either heavily altered or completely changed. So I would want to see what that looks like.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. My question is, if you could add an episode anywhere in the show that doesn't change the plot at all, what would happen?
The brothers would go on vacation.
To space in 100 years.
To space in 100 years from now. To a mountain range that doesn't exist right now.
Correct, yeah. I agree. Yeah, tectonic plates, shit.
Yeah, stuff's happening.
I like that. You know what I really like shooting, and we joked about it for years, and the writers listened, but the pre-sadness part of the finale, where the boys are just hanging around the bunker, doing whatever they're doing, where they're not risking their lives and saving others, was fun. Just to do nothing. It felt very true. You know, you see these boys.
What was all that? Was that the sweet spot?
Yes.
Yeah. That time between Jack walking away and those damn vampires. It actually wasn't even the vampires. It was just stupid rebar. Who leaves rebar exposed like that?
Vampires.
Ridiculous.
I think. Yes, it was written. It was
Clearly.
It's not about the forehand. Yes, there was. Wait, what? Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah, it could have just been a coat hanger. No, it had to be a spike.
What? Supernatural box?
Yeah. The subscription boxes. They put a piece
Culture
of
Fly
rebar
boxes.
papers.
I don't know what it is.
They're subscription boxes. You get little things.
And
There's a rebar? There's a
That's
rebar?
when they have a rebar, yeah.
It was so wrong.
Oh, that's not cool.
I'm gonna have to talk with them. What are they called?
Cutter fly.
Culture Fly.
Cutter fly.
Culture.
Culture fly. Culture fly.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Oh no, this is a first.
So Colorfly is like Voldemort, but you can't say they're rich.
What's happening?
Colorfly.
So, plot twist, this is our new last question song.
PS for you guys.
What do we, is this a fire drill? Is that a drill? Not a drill, guys. Alright, so let's grab everything, pick it all up. We're gonna suspend and extend this little moment with us. Everybody,
And Loud Swing's gonna
calmly
stay
find an exit. Calmly find an
Titanic?
exit. We'll be back as soon as we figure out what's going on, okay?
Yes.
Okay, guys. We'll see you in a minute.
Wait.
What?
Pull the alarm.
Okay, everybody sit down! Okay, never mind. A young child accidentally pulled the alarm.
Yeah,
He's not Colorfly.
I don't know how Jared did that from stage,
Fast.
but he's a bit of a wizard. Okay, well,
There you go.
false alarm.
Who wants first shot at the kid?
Billy.
Is everybody back? We got everybody back? Still waiting on a couple more? Look at those guys were like out. They're like, I'm getting caught in this.
They're already on a plane at the airport.
All right, hold on. We're still waiting on a couple more. Yeah, they must have been out.
Chuck?
We're good. They're resetting it. Okay. All right. All right. We're good. Just ignore the flashing lights. If you have epileptic tendencies, close your eyes, please.
That was alarming.
that one deserved it.
It like hurts a little bit of my soul. Like it's each time. Oh.
I was gonna say, as we were evacuating, I was gonna be like, y'all all be careful, we'll be here. We've died a bunch of times to come back.
Yeah. We've survived fires, but not rebar.
But not really.
Okay, we're
For your question.
My question did that.
That's okay.
Well, hey,
It was Colorfly.
it happens.
Culture. Culture.
I'm not gonna say it. I saw what happened the first time. I'm not gonna say the real word.
Sorry, what was the?
I did stab you last Denver with a piece of rebar, so.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. That's clearly left a mark on me. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. How's it going, buddy?
Hi.
Kellen.
You got fans.
I'm Samath, and Supernatural is 10 days straight episodes. Have you ever spent that long on something you didn't get paid for?
Yes. Angry Birds. Words with Friends. Mario Kart GoldenEye.
Toon Blast.
What?
What?
Gummy bears. Non-Colorado gummy bears.
The Adventures.
promise. Yeah.
Running on a treadmill that goes nowhere?
It goes in circles. On a gerbil. There have been apps on my phone I've had to delete because I couldn't not open them. And Ackles and I and a few buddies have a Wordle text thread, which is just our Wordle score for the day or
just posting our results. We're not competitive.
Yeah. If my alarm is set for like 5 a.m. to go to work, and I wake up at 3:45 a.m., then I'm like, well, I could go back to bed right now. I'm just gonna do the Wordle really
just
quick.
knock the Wordle on the day out.
And of course, then you're awake.
So stupid.
Look, so stupid. There's also Quirtle and Turtle. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. Hurdle.
So yes, the answer is yes. And you will find many more things in your life that you will spend many hours on that you will not get paid a dime for.
Changing diapers.
So
what about you? What's your favorite thing to do for 10 days that you don't get paid for?
Video games.
What's your video game? Minecraft.
I've seen my boys play that. That makes sense. How old are you? 11. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. My 8 and 10-year-old boys play that constantly.
So Halo stole a lot of my life. When it first came out, I was I think the neighbors kind of had to come over and check on me to make sure I was still alive. I was, living in LA. I had a couple of roommates. And we literally we might as well have boarded up the windows. We drew the curtains and just were zombies for like a week. So yeah, that'll happen and it'll continue to happen. I hope whatever it is you decide to spend your time on, it at least enriches your life.
Dylan, is your name Dylan?
Kellen.
Kellen, let's hear it for Kellen. Thanks for the question, buddy. All right.
Hello.
Hello there.
My name's Savannah. So my question is going to be, out of all of your guys' time spent on Supernatural, what's the thing that each of you guys take away the most?
I think I can answer that honestly. It doesn't have to be a theoretical question. I know, our last day of Supernatural was September 10th, 2020, so just over 2 years ago. And I still have friends, I have family, some of whom I have known for years and some of whom I haven't met yet. And so beyond the memories, beyond whatever you can download on Apple TV or watching DVD, what's been the most regular part of my life since SPN has been, this, people we've seen on this stage earlier, met in this convention hall earlier, so yeah, and that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's an easy echo for me. Certainly the people who have had the absolute privilege of crossing paths with and getting to know and enriching my life on a multitude of levels has largely been because of this show and what it has brought into my life. But I will add to that in saying that what I learned while shooting Supernatural and also shooting, not just offset, but on-set as well, is largely responsible for the adult that I am today. The life lessons, the work ethic, there's so much I think in what we did, both on and off screen, that has helped shape who we are. And that is something that will never, that's lifelong. So lifelong friends and lifelong lessons. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing?
So I was wondering, which you think is the better movie? Thomas Kincaid's Christmas Cabin or
Yes,
Devour?
Christmas Cottage.
Cottage, sorry. It was more than $5, so I didn't.
Well, I think that's kind of obvious. Or Devour.
Or Devour.
Very similar movies.
Yeah, they are.
We didn't have any wild cats, so I think Christmas Cottage loses.
No way. Christmas Cottage has a slightly more impressive cast than Devour.
I don't know.
It had that one guy in it. So.
Yeah, that one guy. Yeah. He's got those weirdly bent legs. What's your answer? I'm pulling
My
back.
answer is Stonehenge Apocalypse.
Agreed.
Yeah, but that was a documentary. That doesn't really rank in the same category.
It should have been a docu-series. There should be a sequel and a prequel.
Let's not. Let's not encourage that. Thanks. Thanks for that deep dive.
Thanks for humbling us. Thanks a bunch.
Hey.
Hi.
My name is Whitney. Unofficially known as the Duck Lady to many people here.
Hey, it's the Duck Lady.
Something earlier, and I wanted to get your reaction to what he signed and what he wrote.
Well, what was it, and what did he write? All right, let's see this. What do we got?
Yeah.
It is a ball cap that's Singer salvage.
Oh, no. No.
Too soon. Too soon.
And it says bullet. With the... See? This is why we don't have nice things.
Yep.
He's brave.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Duck Lady.
There's a reason his character is named Dick. He's amazing. I'm sure he's helped me here.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
He's so awesome, though, that he makes his character so easy. Yeah, that's
He was missed. Clever.
That's unfortunate.
Clever, but the feels. All feels. All feels.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, Duck Lady. You know what you should have said, Duck Lady? You should have said, Bobby Singer should have ducked.
Yeah.
Did you eat a cookie? You should.
What he wrote was his idea, so.
No, I know. No, it's clever. Very clever. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Hi there. Oh, no. Do we have an issue here? Do we have a timeout? We're having a seizure? Okay.
House lights, maybe?
All right. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. All right. We're good. She's got some attention. He's got some attention. We don't know, but we'll. No, I think the more attention usually amps up the anxiety.
Everyone
so
turn
let's not
back.
do that.
Yeah. Turn around.
Okay. Everybody face me.
Yes.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here. What is it?
Sing for us.
Sing for you? Yeah, no, we're trying to help her, not send her into cardiac arrest with my voice. That's,
Please.
okay.
Soft kitty.
Okay, let's just take another question. I think she's getting some attention, so we're okay. All right, hi.
Hi. My question is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve? I've got a lot. You want to name one?
Yes, just one.
One?
You name one, I'll name one.
People that don't pull out into the intersection when it's yellow and they're turning left. Come on, get out there. And then it turns yellow and they're like, oh, I guess I missed it. Oh my gosh. See, we could get 3 or 4 cars through there had you just gotten out there. That drives me crazy. Also people that change lane, that if you let somebody in, that don't wave.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Special place of help for you.
Yes.
All it takes is this.
Yep.
That's it. It's not hard.
True and true and true. I think
I would instantly the driving.
that's mine recently, in the last 2.5 years since the pandemic, has been people who pass judgment on the ways that other people react to the existence of the pandemic. For instance, none of us are masked, or some of us are masked, and I was in a place the other day where there were people who were making fun of people who were still wearing masks.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't wear a mask. I've been vaccinated. I've had COVID twice. I feel fine. I'm around people all the time. I get tested 3 times a week. And so you see these people who are like, oh, this word or that word. They're not starting to fight, but they're, launching pejoratives at people who you don't know. Maybe they have diabetes. Maybe they live with a loved one who has a heart condition, or maybe their kid has, something. And so I don't like people who pass judgment immediately on the way other people try to.
People wore masks before COVID.
Correct.
Like, it's not a new thing,
So whether you don't, that's your choice. You're in charge of your body and your health and however you want to address it, good on you. So yeah, that's it. What's yours?
Yeah, one pet peeve, because I got 60 going on in my head.
People who wear masks.
Bad jokes.
Bad jokes, because if you're making a bird pun, 2 can't play it that game.
I did it again.
I really like it.
But when you set yourself up,
it's even better.
It's even worse.
No, better. It's all the time.
Hi, my name's Melissa. How are you guys?
Good, how are you, Melissa?
I'm good. So I have a question for a friend. Jensen, what cologne do you wear so that their husband can wear it?
I can't tell you that.
That's Cody.
No.
And your friend.
No, I switch it up. I've got a few kind of in rotation. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for that day. So I don't know. I don't know which one they're referring to. Yesterday?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know the name of it, but I know that it's a men's Tom Ford. No, it's a new one.
Is it fabulous?
But it's not the fabulous one. But it's new. It's like brand new, but it's like some word I can't pronounce.
Fougere Gaudet. Fougere Gaudet.
Gesundheit.
Also, I just had a statement. This is my first convention. Chose this one because today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
With you guys and Misha, and this is the best day ever, even better than my wedding day.
Is your spouse here?
No, I told him he couldn't come.
That makes sense.
Happy birthday.
That seems right. We didn't even rehearse that.
Not once! Not once.
Nice work.
For yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Brianna Buckmaster. Please say hi to our last Kimmin, it was loud. Kimmin, where are you from?
South Dakota.
That's not a real place. Not a real place.
South Dakota.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There it is. No, I wouldn't. No. Of course.
She goes, no, we
She's
don't
like, oh, we don't say it that way.
well, your last question. So look out and see what we get to see. Just your extended family. Anybody else from South Dakota?
Oh, okay. You got a little fan club there. That's awesome.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Just kidding.
What is your question? Oh, she's now changed it now that she's on stage. Ah, ooh. Okay, I'm anxious.
If you guys got to do the season, or the series finale, and you ended up in heaven at the Roadhouse with everybody, what song would Dean make Sam do karaoke on?
I'm glad you asked.
Why doesn't Sam get to make Dean do a karaoke song? Because he would be singing Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
What song?
Shake It Off.
Love
That's
story.
fair. Yeah, I'd probably make you do some Britney.
Spears? What song?
Slave.
It's called I'm a Slave for You.
Yes. Oh.
Exactly.
Thank you for your question.
All right, that does it for us. Thank you so much, Denver, Colorado. I love you.
Right?
Yeah.
So go pee. I'm gonna have some oxygen tank. And we'll be
right back.